Okay guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about my top 5 favorite fall baits. There's a lot of baits you can throw in the fall. I'm just going to narrow it down to the top 5 because I mainly only use 5 baits in the fall. Usually not even that many, honestly. I kind of narrow it down to 3 when I'm in the boat. I'm not going to be throwing any more than 5 during the fall, especially when the water temperature is as cold as it is now, which is 50 degrees up north. Down here in central Minnesota, it's still in like the upper 50s, low 60s, but it's pretty cold water, even for Minnesota at this time of year. It's mid-October, so the water temperature is dropping pretty fast. So some baits might not work as well right now, but depending on where you live, these should work very well. Number one, by far my favorite bait for fall, is the jig. This one is a NewTek with a Pack Craw trailer. I like Pack Craws just because they flap a lot. You can swim it, you can drag it, you can flip it. I mean, you can do anything with a jig. I've caught fish. I've caught fish on top water with this, like not on purpose, but like I've been pulling out of the water and then blow it on top water. I mean, jig is an amazing all-around bait, very versatile, and it catches big fish. A big fish will love to eat a jig. So yeah, favorite bait right there. Number two is probably going to be the spinnerbait. Great moving bait, especially on overcast and cloudy days. Overcast, cloudy days with a lot of wind. This is a very good bait. It's a moving bait. I mean, they're very fun to use. Mimics a baitfish very well. Not only because it's kind of big profile, but because that's a fish, that's a fish, and that's a fish. Especially the fish that are keying in on schooling fish right now will destroy a spinnerbait. You can figure out how to work the speeds. I use a 751 gear, a 651 gear ratio and just reel it in normal speed, but you can burn it, you can crawl it. You can do anything with a spinnerbait. Work as fast as you want depending on what the fish want, what the temperature is. But yeah, that's a jerkbait. Okay, I have one topwater lure for you. This won't work very well when it's really cold out. Like the water temperature is really cold. I'm not sure like what that point is, but I'm guessing 40 degrees, maybe 50s. But it's the buzzbait. This is a really good bait for fall. Fish are very active right now. They're trying to get fat for the winter, and they will chase baits. And this bait just burns the top of the water. It's very weedless for having an exposed hook. I've thrown this in pads and I haven't got snagged, but big fish love buzz baits too. But let's move on to bait number 4, which is the jerk bait. This one's a Vision 110. It's an expensive jerk bait. You don't have to throw Vision 110s. I have a Rapala right here that work well too. I've caught nice fish on Rapalas too, but especially for those finicky fish when the water gets really cold, a jerk bait is a really good bait for that. And then number 5. I don't use this one a ton. I usually use this when the water is very clear and the fish are very finicky, but that is the lipless crankbait. This is a Megabass. This is expensive, but it's a really good one. You don't have to throw a Megabass. You can use Strike Kings. Red Eye Shads are really good too, but those are really good baits for when the fish are willing to chase baits that are moving, but want something a little bit more finesse-like. These don't have a big wobble like a crankbait does where they go like out a lot. They just have a really tight wobble because they're flat-sided, they're thin, and the finicky fish will like to eat that. If that goes right in front of a finicky fish's face, it'll probably eat it. You can try different things. You can burn it, you can twitch it in, you can yo-yo it, depending on what the fish want. You just gotta figure out what they want. So yeah, that kind of concludes my top 5 favorite fall baits. This is my first video, so if you could please like and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Every subscriber, every like is, it helps. It's my first video, so I'm obviously not big yet, but it would be really cool to get bigger. So thank you guys for making it to the end. Appreciate you guys for watching, and fish on.